up, Dokkaners? So we have some celebration detail updates that I want to share with you guys for the Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover campaign. Because with these updates, well, number one, we have new content coming up down the road. But number two, I think we could be looking at something other than a part 2 for Lord Slug. Lord Slug part 2 is still a possibility because we don't know what's coming up next. But based on some of the new details that we got on the Heroes side, I think we could be looking at a crossover Dokkan Festival coming up in the month of December, which is something that we have already done in the past. In fact, it happened last year. So let's go through the details and then I will elaborate further. Starting with the changes, we have the new banner details here in the celebration. We have the Universal Blue, we have Pigeon Boy, Dokkan event, support medals, stone sales. So we have a new set of stone sales going from the 11th all the way until the 27th. This is all according to my time zone. Here is the first new piece of content. Divine Warrior with Crimson Key. God Trunks is receiving a burst mode. Burst mode is going to be happening on November 20th at 9 p.m. PST. Now, November 20th is a very notable date because we are going to be ending the Lord Slug celebration that very day. In fact, 5 hours before the burst mode comes out. So when this celebration ends, I was thinking, you know what? We'll jump into a part 2. Just like a normal month of November for global players, we have a part 1 happening while Heroes is happening in parallel. And then we'll have a part 2 happen and Heroes will still be parallel and it will witness the beginning of part 2. That might not be happening this time around because this stuff is ending on the 27th/28th, right? The stone sales for Heroes ends on the 27th, 28th. But here, the celebration ends on the 20th. There's still 2 celebrations going on. So what I think could be happening is we could be looking at 1 week where there is no main celebration and it is just Heroes. So that is why we are getting more content on the 20th to, I guess, maybe help carry us all the way to the next week. So we have the God Trunks Dokkan event burst mode. We have, once again, these logins and special missions on the 28th. Challenge event, no new things happening for those. Move further down, though. We have a new interesting wrinkle down here. They have added these events, and they're all coming back on the 20th as well. Now, why would these events be coming up on the Heroes celebration? We're not getting a new summonable character for Heroes. Most people are thinking. I know some people are holding out hope, and again, it's not impossible. I just don't think it's going to happen. Maybe that's just exactly what we need, another Toon-L to manufacture a part 2. But why are these things coming up? These are all, first of all, crossover properties. This is Dr. Slump. This is Xenoverse. I've never played Xenoverse. I'm assuming Chilled is also in Xenoverse. But these are both crossover related story events. And if these are all coming back November 20th at 9 p.m. PST, going until the 3rd, what does that mean potentially for another celebration? Could we be looking at something coming up either on the 20th or maybe a little bit later on? And this is where we go back to last year. What happened last year in the month of December? In the month of December, we had a notable crossover celebration that wasn't even Heroes related, because last year we had Heroes going from the 21st until the 6th of December. But then the Winter Dokkan Festival was Android 21 from the Fighters crossover. I don't know specifically why they did this. Maybe Fighters players can let me know. Was there something special going on at the time that needed cross promotion, or was it just a new thing that they wanted to start doing as a tradition? Because I don't think we have, before this, we have not had regular crossover celebrations in the month of December. So yeah, Fighters was represented last year for the month of December. Part 1's Dokkan Festival was an Android 21. Part 2 had nothing to do with crossover, and it was just the Carnival Super Saiyan Trio. So if this is to happen again, what notable crossover property could they be commemorating? The only one that comes to mind, honestly, is Sparking Zero. Sparking Zero is the new flagship title for Dragon Ball, as it is Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Regardless of how you feel about the game, it is still the biggest game to release in the Dragon Ball franchise for, the last year-ish? Nothing else comes close to that. So if Sparking Zero is going to be receiving a crossover celebration for a Dokkan Festival, what would be a good thing to throw in there? I think a good unit to throw in to represent the Sparking Zero's brand would be a what if character. Now, major spoilers, I shouldn't even I don't need to do this because I've already covered it on the channel, but I'm going to do it anyway. For those of you who have not played Sparking Zero, for those of you who don't want to be spoiled about what is going to be coming up, actually, I might have it on the thumb. it might already be on the thumb. So if it's already on the thumb, then I apologize, whatever. But still, courtesy spoiler warning for those of you who zoned out on the thumbnail, just clicked on the video. 3, 2, 1. One of the what if characters to come out of Sparking Zero is Gohan Black. What if Gohan Black gets a Dokkan Festival celebration for the month of December, similar to Android 21 last year? It is possible. If it's possible, then it would kind of fall in line with these potentially, although not really. We didn't have anything like this happening in the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration last year, did we? Because again, Fighters started at the end of November and we were still in the middle of Heroes. So because things were a little bit different, I don't think we got anything. So let me pull this up here. Heroes last year, charismatic battle, all the easy A's, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we did. Was the Xenoverse Super Strike in there too? No, but this was here. So do we take this as confirmation? Of course not. I think it bolsters our chances quite a bit, but I don't think it necessarily confirms it. But yeah, I mean, if it's not going to be Sparking, it could be other things. I remember saying on my live stream a couple days ago that it could even be, I sort of said it as a throwaway. What if we got like a Legends crossover? Honestly, that would be pretty neat. Shallot, even Goresh was kind of speculating about it. He's secretly a fan. He watched my live stream. I know he did. So it could be maybe Legends, which would be neat. If they make this a regular thing, maybe next year they do like a Project Multi crossover, or maybe they do a Dragon Ball Z Kakarot crossover. I think this would be a fun tradition. But for this year, a Gohan Black Dokkan Festival would also make sense for another reason. So get this. Do you guys remember when Lord Slug's Dokkan Festival came out? There was a notable little excerpt right here under Goku Black Rose. For those of you who did not notice this or have not seen that video, they said Goku Black Rose will be available in a summon event that is scheduled to become available in the near future. Why did they point this out? They point this out because, as a courtesy to you, if you are summoning on this Lord Slug banner for the Goku Black Rose, they want you to be aware that you will have another chance at that Rose very, very soon. When we first saw this, I had a weird feeling in my gut that they were going to give us a Goku Black Rose on the Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover summon. Why? Because with only 5 summonable characters, I assumed that this was too good to be true, because this is a 20% chance. Every multi, you have a 20% chance of pulling one of the 5 new featured SSRs. Granted, they're not, on the same level as normal Dokkan festivals. They're a little bit under, but 20% for anything is too good to be true in the context of Dokkan. So I thought that these dummies would want to dilute the summonings a little bit, to make it a little bit tougher to pull the character that you want, because that's normally what Dokkan does. They like to troll. They do some pretty trashy things on occasion. So I thought they would do that by putting Rose in here. But since Rose did not make an appearance on the crossover summon, thankfully, he still has to be coming out sometime soon. Where better to have a Goku Black Rose come back in the near future than in a banner with a Gohan Black. Gohan Black as the headliner, Goku Black Rose as a featured, seems pretty fitting. So I'm starting to think that that could be where we're headed as far as the next celebration, which means no part 2 for Lord Slug. So for those of you who are praying for a pseudo Super Saiyan, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. I'm starting to feel like it's not going to happen. That is for the normal celebrations. There is still one giant elephant in the room, and that name is Jiren. Because for global, something else could be coming up. We could still be getting something more on global as early as next week. So while global may not potentially get the new summonable character that is new to both versions, global could be getting a new summonable character that is only new to global, because JP already got it. This has to be, in my opinion, where we get Jiren. Because if Jiren doesn't drop here, then Jiren is definitely going to be included in the Rising Dragon Carnival banner that is going to be happening in the middle of December. That is the only other place that Jiren could go, as I mentioned in my other video, and that is going to be too nice of a thing for them to do. I have become very cynical when it comes to assuming the best in the Dokkan development team. I just assume they're going to do the worst option. They're going to choose the more inconvenient option, the more greedy option. Having 2 new Carnival characters on a single banner is too good of a deal for global players. They want our money, so they're not going to put these 2 characters on one banner. Whatever this new Carnival character is going to be in the month of December, I highly doubt they're going to have Jiren available on this banner for global. They will have it available for JP, because I think Jiren would be coming back here. But for global, I think they're going to have global drop the Jiren banner next week, where we were expecting a Lord Slug Part 2. And then the following week, we will both, when I say we both, I mean global and JP, will jump into the new Dokkan Festival for the month of December. I guess I should be changing this to December 8th or November 28th. So that's my new adjusted prediction. I mean, as you guys know, Dokkan is so unpredictable, so maybe in a couple of days they'll give us something else, and that'll make me change my mind again. But I wanted to share my thoughts with you with this these new updates to the celebration details. Also, don't forget, we have an Extreme Super Battle Road coming up for... Actually, you know what? We should look at this. November 20th, 12 a.m. PST. What is the category for the new one? Stage 63 was Battle of Wits. Let me go find out what Stage 64 is going to be. Stage 63, Battle of Wits 64, Giant Ape Power. I don't think that has anything to do. Is there any crossover character that would? Nah, not really. Yeah, I don't think that has any bearings on it. All right. So yeah, my new prediction is Gohan Black or some crossover celebration starts a week after what we were expecting. Global gets Jiren on November 20th, and Global and JP both get a new Dokkan Festival next month. And then we will be basically caught up, leaving just the holiday banner as an afterthought at the end of the year. And then it's on to the 10-year anniversary, baby. Full synchro. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below in the comments your thoughts on my new adjusted theory based on the information that we've been given in the new campaign details for Heroes. Do you also think a crossover celebration is coming up? If so, do you think it would be Sparking? Would it be Legends? Would it be Fighters? Project Multi? Something else? I don't know. Let me know what you guys' ideas are in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. Also, don't get mad if I'm wrong. It's Dokkan. I'm always wrong. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly. Love you.